Namaste. The most important lesson that you all should learn is to say no. When you don't feel to do something, you should learn to say no, N-O, no. This is extremely important because many people fear to say no. And because you fear to say no, people take undue advantage of your goodness. And so in this video, I have talked specifically about things that you do in life that invite more troubles in the form of Rahu. Always remember, Rahu or a Rahuish person is a pakka cheater, a fraud. He will give you all kind of wrong excuses, fake reasons to extract money from you. And if you help such a person, then you are in trouble. Helping is not the problem, but helping a wrong person can lead you into problems. And that is how many people fall in trouble by helping wrong people. So in this podcast, I have talked briefly about things that you do that invite Rahu in your life. And I have also revealed what you should not do in order to stay safe and to safeguard your hard-earned money. So let's begin. Rahu represents people who continuously ask for money using various excuses. This includes beggars at traffic signals, deceitful relatives, and so-called trustworthy friends who borrow money from you but they never repay. These behaviors are associated with Rahu because Rahu symbolizes deception and cheating. Now you might wonder why some people fall into the trap of giving money to such fraudsters. Here are the reasons. They are kind-hearted and sympathetic, naturally inclined to help those in need. Second reason, in their desire to do good, they fail to realize they are being taken advantage of. Third reason, some believe that by giving money, they gain greatness and accumulate good karma. Fourth reason, fear of God. They worry that if they don't help, God will be displeased, as if God would punish them for such minor issues. Fifth reason, they think giving money to beggars or others will erase their past life's bad karma, which is a myth and not connected to the real life outcomes. And so it's important to understand that money should be given for a good cause and should be used appropriately. Often money given to beggars at traffic signals is used to buy alcohol, and money lent to needy friends or relatives is sometimes misused for the same. Thus, it's crucial to ensure that your money is genuinely helping those in need. Always learn to say no to those who have tricked you into giving them money and never paying it back, as well as to those who use religion or spirituality to cheat you out of money or property. Believe it or not, there are real life examples where people have been deceived out of crores of rupees and properties in the name of Sai Baba or Akkalkot Swami Samartha. Every action you do comes back to you multiplied. So those who cheat others end up facing severe problems like accidents on road, health issues, dangerous diseases, or sufferings in their family. Their children also never stay happy. Their children suffer like nothing. And so, always say no when you realize that your kindness is being exploited. Yesterday, I saw a BMW driver giving a 200 rupees note to a beggar at a traffic signal. The driver probably thought he was doing a good deed, but the beggar might use that money for harmful things and will never work in life. By giving money to beggars, you are inviting more problems and eventually it will come back to harm you. Never be fooled or become an emotional fool when people ask for money in the name of religion, spirituality, or charity. First, make sure that your money is being used for the good cause that these organizations claim. There are hundreds of real life examples where people are cheated in the name of God, religion, spirituality, and humanity. Yesterday, Mohan's friend Bhola said, a devotee who works in a shrine asked me for money. I gave it to him and he promised to return it in 15 days, but he never did. I didn't ask him about it, thinking he would return it someday. But yesterday, he called me again with some lame excuse and asked for more money. I told him that he still hasn't returned the money I gave him 3 months ago, and now he's asking for more. I told him never to call me again. This shows how people lose their money. The money Bhola gave to that devotee will never come back. The man was trying to take advantage of Bhola's goodness by asking for more money with fake reasons. In my native language Marathi, there is a saying, ऊस गोड लागला म्हणून मुळासकट खाऊ नये. Meaning, just because sugarcane is sweet, you shouldn't eat it completely from its roots. This means that just because a person is good, you shouldn't take advantage of his or her goodness. I told Bhola, you don't need to worry. The devotee who fooled you and tried to fool you again will face bad consequences. Always remember, karma catches up. From now on, you should learn to say no to those who try to take advantage of you using God's name, using religion, or using spirituality. Always remember, you should never give money to people who misuse it, because when they misuse your money, it provokes your Rahu and thus it brings you bad luck and leads to your downfall. Fake people often try to scare you by saying that if you don't give them money, God will punish you or your life will become miserable. But don't pay attention to their curses or fear mongering. In my native language, there is a saying, कावळाच्या शापाने गाय मरत नाही, which means a cow doesn't die from a crow's curse. This means that a fake person's curse can't harm a good-hearted person like you. So be brave and learn to say no to those who try to take advantage of your kindness and generosity. People come to me and start crying because the money they lent to others was never returned back. But who is to blame? It is you for saying yes to everyone who asks for help. You need to stop saying yes to everyone, and you need to start saying no to those who try to exploit your goodness. Always remember, the art of leadership is saying no, not saying yes. It is very easy to say yes. Warren Buffett, the American billionaire, quotes, "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything." Always remember, saying no does not always show a lack of generosity, and that saying yes is not always a virtue. If you let your relatives, friends, and strangers take undue advantage of your charitable nature, then it is obvious that your debt will increase. Sixth house signify all kinds of debt, and so this activates your sixth house. Eighth house signify all kind of shocks from cheating, and so eighth house also activated, and ultimately you tend to incur great losses, and that signify 12th house. And so just by lending money to a cheap fraud person, you are inviting the wrath of 6th house, 8th house, and 12th house. And since Rahu is closely connected to all these three houses, you are inviting Rahu in your life. And such a Rahu definitely will make you a miserable person. You will continue to suffer and suffer more in life. And so stop giving money to beggars on the traffic signal or anywhere else. If you want, you can give food to them, but never give cash to these people. Similarly, stop giving money to religious or spiritual institutions if you start feeling that they are just extracting money from you, that they are exploiting you, and they are misusing your money. Similarly, stop giving money to relatives who try to influence you by using emotional tactics. You should learn to say no. You should stop giving away your hard-earned money to such cheats who want easy money and want to enjoy by using your hard-earned money. Always remember, you invite your own troubles, and then you start crying and blaming the whole world. And so this podcast is simply to help you realize that it is not always good to say yes to all those mouths who seek money by giving you a false excuse or a fake reason. It is 100 times better if you say no to such fraudsters who use religion, spirituality, and God's name to extract money from you. Because by lending money to wrong people, you would attract more miseries, more Rahu in your life. And so whenever anybody asks for money, first verify, investigate, and validate the reason or the cause, and only then, if you find it as a genuine reason, only then extend your support by lending or donating money. Else, just say no, N-O, no, and move on. And when you say no to wrong people, God never punish you. Instead, God comes closer to you because God is the ultimate fragrance of your consciousness. And so when you act with consciousness, when you act with awareness, when you make decisions with awareness, God is always with you. Enough for now. Jai Sri Ganesha. जय गुरु।
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः।